every Sunday to worship. Sometime around 1648, Walter, the chief of the clan Macfarlane, petitioned the presbytery to create a new parish and to separate it from the older parish of LUSS. Records report that members of the presbytery came to Arrochar and walked the boundaries of the new parish. It's reported too that in 1659 the laird of Macfarlane agreed to provide a church, a manse and a glebe to enable a ministry to begin. And it may be that in fact the first minister had already taken up his post a year before in anticipation of that decision being made. It took a while for the church to be built, but everything that had been agreed did come about, and the traditional package of church, manse and glebe was set up. Now, although I've been a minister for over 30 years, this is the first charge I've come to which still has a glebe. Originally, in the days before supermarkets and handy shops, this was a piece of land on which the minister grew his crops or grazed his animals. In more recent times, glebes are usually rented out, and the income used to offset the minister's stipend. So it is in Arrochar. The glebe is let out for the grazing of animals, and the income is put towards the salary of the minister. So I suppose that there was not really very much need for me to even visit the glebe. But I did. And what a beautiful bit of land it is, rising up from the shores of Loch Long, up the hills behind the village inn, and the row of cottages built by the Admiralty in the days when the range at the head of the loch was in their use. I climbed through the trees and up to the pasture land above it, enjoying both the magnificent views of Loch Long and the village, and the wildlife and plant life which I saw. It was a glorious walk, and one which I have repeated several times. It's a walk which those in the know have also clearly enjoyed over the years, but most folk have no idea at all of its existence. However, over recent months, a team of volunteers led by Andy Kerr of the Forestry Commission has been working on the glebe, creating a number of walks through it so that everyone can enjoy its beauty. Pathways are being created and signs explaining what to look out for and what animals and birds may be expected to be seen. There's an old broken down cattle shelter which the farmer is allowing us to convert into a hide so that visitors can sit and watch the bird life, and where information about what's going on will be available. It's all very exciting, and of course it's a good thing for us as a church to be encouraging as well. The psalmist sings the praises of God's creation. We live in a wonderful world, but sometimes we don't get the opportunity just to stop and think about the beauty of God's handiwork. You can't come and walk up the Glebe Hill without being reminded again of the beauty of God's world. And as you walk and watch, it's not just your body which is refreshed, but your soul as well. Consider yourself invited. Next time you're in Arrochar, walk up behind the village inn, follow the signs to the glebe, and if you just want a nice, easy 15-minute walk, follow the yellow trail. It will be everything I've told you, but do come prepared. The midges are part of God's handiwork as well.